What's up, everybody? It's Alexander Rubian with the New Jersey Second Amendment Society. I just got home. We had a very long and productive day meeting with a bunch of legislators in New Jersey from the Senate and Assembly side. Just wanted to touch base with everybody, talk about what we've been doing. Past couple of weeks, we've been meeting with a bunch of legislators, Democrats and Republicans, to talk about our concerns, talk about gun owners' concerns and interests in New Jersey, as well as fears of what's being promised, which is going to come down the pipeline in January apparently. But we've had some very interesting meetings. Surprisingly, Republicans and Democrats, they want to work together. They want to work on trying to fix things. We've had a lot of promises from some key individuals in regard to specific legislation that's going to be coming down, or not coming down, I'm sorry. So all handshake deals at this time, but what we want to start doing is actually reaching out and getting all of our members to start having meetings with their representatives, which is very important because we're very surprised at the fact that the lack of representation we've been having in Trenton to the people that are supposed to be representing us. A lot of people, they were very, I don't know what the word is, but very, ill-informed on a lot of the laws that we already have in New Jersey, as well as the fact that, the things that they're proposing, how they're going to create, criminals out of individuals like you and I that have no criminal intent, but because of some ridiculous law they're trying to propose, it's going to put people in jail for 3 to 5 years. So I want everybody to sign up, NJ2AS.org. Send us your contact information, join the mailing list, and what we're going to be doing is over the next couple of weeks, over the next couple of months, we'll start scheduling meetings with your representatives so that we could just talk about our concerns, talk about what we've been doing, talking about how the laws that they're proposing would literally create criminals of individuals instantaneously overnight, just at the swipe of a pen. So I was very surprised that how receptive, I guess you can say, a lot of people that were constantly being demonized, people that we would constantly call as their enemy or being anti-gun or whatever the case is. But a lot of people were very, very receptive. I mean, you'd be very surprised at the conversations we were having. But I think most importantly, we're supposed to be empowering the people, which is you and I, and we can't do that unless we are actually meeting with these individuals that are supposed to be representing us, but they don't hear our concerns. I was very surprised to hear after all these meetings, great conversation, great meeting, a lot of things we didn't know about, a lot of things we didn't even know were already law or statistics showed that would, absolutely change nothing. And what they tell us is, the anti-gun groups, specifically the Brady campaign, either send somebody in or contacts the representative or emails the representative practically every Friday, feeding them all this type of misinformation. Because a lot of times I was getting, a lot of canned responses in regard to specific statistics and so forth, which were not true, which were not even close to being true. And I think this is really important. It's our time to stand up. It's our time to show our strength and show our camaraderie and unity in regard to, standing up for our Second Amendment, standing up for our country. So let's just let's go in it with our best foot forward. Our style. If we have to fight, we will fight. We won't back down, but I think it's a good opportunity here to start meeting with our representatives in a professional, organized fashion. And, we have our, activist packet, which talks about the concerns of gun owners. It's about 10, 15 pages long. It goes over everything. But, something I have to emphasize why this is important. It's so bad with some people that honestly don't have any ill intentions. But when we talk about, let's say, modernizing, the background check system. How's it going? Sorry, my neighbor's waving at me. Modernizing the federal, the New Jersey background check system. People don't even, a lot of these representatives that are making the laws don't even know about what federal NICS is. And our pitch has always been, our New Jersey permit process has always been, was adopted, I'm sorry, in 1966. And it hasn't been changed, it hasn't been modernized. It's an enormous burden onto the police departments. It costs tens of millions of dollars, between $50 to $60 million a year, for something that the federal government already does, and it's free, and it's relatively streamlined. So, I mean, these are like just one of the the dozens of concerns we brought up. But what we need to do now is start meeting. The constituents need to start meeting with their representatives, and that's something that we're willing to put together to have everybody reach out. We'll coordinate the meetings. We can do something in the first quarter of the year. We have I think 7 more meetings in January with key individuals, anywhere from top leadership in the Senate and in the Assembly, from Republicans to Democrats. We don't care. This is our time. We go, we meet. We'll find out who our friends are. We'll find out who our enemies are. And I think that would be a good basis on kind of planning for the rest of the year. But right now, I mean, there's been a lot of concerns. There's been a really good dialogue, honestly, in regard to what gun owners are afraid of, what we are expecting to come down the pipeline, and how we can all work together in changing things. And surprisingly, a lot of things were very receptive. So, like again today, since 8 o'clock this morning, we've been on the road meeting with legislators from the Senate side, from the Assembly, from every background. So, I'm optimistic, but I think this is a key opportunity to put ourselves before the people that are making the decisions. And, for those that are naysayers, for those that don't believe in this, and think it's a waste of time, look what's going to happen in January. We have 25 Democrats and we have 15 Republicans on the Senate side. I know for a fact we have 2 Democrat senators that will always stand with us and not vote for any more gun control. So you do the math. If you're saying that we can't work together and getting 3 or 4, 5, maybe even more than that senators, to understand the issues and say enough is enough. We already have the most amount of laws. We're putting innocent people in jail. Look at the people that Governor Christie has pardoned. It's very simple. And one of the individuals we met with today was very receptive to that, and they agreed wholeheartedly. That New Jersey has some of the strongest laws out there. We need to clean up the system. So the math is there. We just need to get. Let's say everybody votes along party lines, which has been historically the case in New Jersey, but that's been with a lot of bad information going out there. And my strategy and my philosophy is never to be on defense. We always have to be on offense. And for the fact of the matter is that we've had 0 representation, 0. Many of these meetings, people that have been legislators for 4 to 12 years have said no gun organization has ever walked into their office and, professionally discuss the issues with the facts, with the information, with having the packets that we're providing, giving background on what's going on, with Second Amendment issues and so forth, and that's what we have to do. I'm optimistic. We need your support. We need you guys to join us. Just visit NJ2AS.org, sign up. When you sign up, make sure you put your address. That way we can we can coordinate and plan the meeting specifically with your representatives so that we're being properly represented in Trenton. Too many times, we've been told, which has always been the case, that by the time it gets to committee, it's already over. The fix is in, the people have already made a decision. You really can't change, many minds by going down there and testifying. And that's been historically accurate, for those that, want to try to challenge me on that. But I believe that if we start now, we start making inroads, we start making good relationships with people as we did today, we could change a lot of things that might come down the pipeline in, January and in 2018. So once again, I hope I can count on your support. We can't do this without you guys. NJ2AS.org. Make sure you sign up, put your address in. That way we could plan the meetings with your representatives and take it from there. Anyway, I'm out. I'll talk to you guys later.